day 30 after a hair transplant, 1 month. You are at a wonderful milestone because you have put a lot of things on hold in your life waiting for this moment. You can resume normalcy. Guys, my name is Adam Hurley. I'm a men's grooming journalist. I cover all things men's grooming, from fragrances to skincare to hair loss to hair transplants. And in this video series, we are following a friend of mine, Matt, as we went to Istanbul to get him a hair transplant. And now we're tracking his progress and his recovery and regrowth. That transplant happened in May 2025, and we will be watching him all the way up to the 1-year mark, perhaps even beyond. So keep your eyes on this channel. This entire hair transplant series was made possible by the Hair Alliance. The Hair Alliance helps people like you get matched with the perfect hair transplant clinic based on any number of factors. Contact them with any questions or to get started at thehairalliance.com. or use this QR code. But let's get into that 1 month milestone. Before we do, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel for all kinds of men's grooming content, and let's get into it. So as I explained in the last video where we talked about the 2-week mark, the halfway point to this milestone, all of the hairs, or the vast majority of those hairs that have been transplanted on top of your head are gonna fall out. It's likely they're going to fall out between the 3-week and 5-week mark. So at 1 month, yeah, you won't be seeing a lot more hairs on top of your head. Some of them do actually stay forever, but they tend to fall out due to just the shock and the physical stress that they've gone through. And then they begin to regrow. And so you will see those results. Maybe month 4 through 7 is when they'll start getting denser. All the way up to 1 year to 18 months, they're going to get thicker and thicker and better.
1 month out, I had started to notice that the hairs were falling out in the transplanted area, which I knew was normal. As you go through this whole process, and even knowing that this is an expected step to recovery, it's still a little bit nerve-wracking to see it happen. For me, I was probably between 3 weeks out and 5 weeks out that I felt like there were more hairs that had fallen out, and I could still see the hairline and where it was supposed to be on my head, but the hairs were not there.
So at the 1 month mark, you will probably be feeling like you're starting over. A lot of the hairs are gone. You no longer have this preview of what your hair transplant results might look like, and you're just back to your pre-transplant recession or crown baldness, whatever it was that you had. And it's a little sad, to be totally honest, but it's also a relief, because no longer do you need to sleep at an angle or shower without water pressure on your head. You can take a shower, you can wash your head, you can wear a hat, you can go outside, you can put sunscreen on your head and get direct sunlight onto your scalp. You can resume any sexual activity, you can drink alcohol, you can smoke, you can do all of these normal things that you might have been missing and putting on hold. So welcome back.
I was definitely excited to ease my way back into my routine. I waited a little bit longer than the month mark before I really started getting back into working out, but I was very excited to be able to sweat again and be active and resume my normal routine in that regard. The hair loss prevention treatments that I was taking before the procedure, I took a break from to allow just the typical recovery process from the surgery. That lasted about a month following the doctor's instructions.
That said, if you did a good job of preventing any damage or interference with those follicles, with those grafts up top of your head, you should see well over a 90% survival rate of those grafts. That's a great percentage rate. You will see wonderful results. Personally, I remember at this point having a lot of itching on top of my head. Like the most itching was at 1 month to 5 weeks, but not everyone has that experience.
I've heard of guys having itching that persisted or flakiness, but for me, all of the itchiness and flakiness had subsided at that point.
I do know that Matt was really excited to resume normalcy. If you're watching this ahead of your hair transplant, just set that 1 month marker on the calendar. It is a really nice day.
Once I got past the first month, I definitely had a celebratory drink and a nice meal to celebrate the milestone of getting through the month. By the 1 month mark, I felt far enough removed from the procedure that I was more focused on the results.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're just about through the recovery timeline of Matt's journey. I appreciate you following along. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to this channel, not just for the updates on this series, but for all men's grooming content. Some of it hair loss related, lots of it fragrance and skincare and hair care. Hey, hair care for your new hair transplant perhaps? Comment below if you've got any questions, concerns, if you relate to any of this, if you've had the experience yourself. Just be nice. And we'll see you in the next video. Again, if you are considering a hair transplant, please contact our partner in this series, the Hair Alliance, at thehairalliance.com or using this QR code.